Keep moving.
Greetings and salutations.
Three bless.
Greeting, Citizen Ada. I'm Nevosi Vaughn. Can I help you? Is this your first visit to Ebonheart? Is there some specific place you seek? Yes? What do you want? If you are looking to get out of Sidanim, I'll be happy to give you a little advice. Take the Silt Strider to Vivek or Balmora. Fast and cheap. Go see Darvami Hlaren over at the Strider Port, over the bridge and east along the water. And tell her Vajanya Snukius sent you. Not happy here? In fact, no, I'm not. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune,
Keep moving.
and all I've got is this cursed ring. Say, would you give me 100 drakes for it? The ring itself is worth more than that, but the enchantment is cursed, and no one will buy it from me. It has a nifty little enchantment that helps you run faster. Problem is, it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Please? You will be doing me a real favor. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. I'll grab the next boat out of here. Thanks again. And I hope your luck here is better than mine was.
This is the seaport village of Sidanim, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I'm a caravaner, and I manage the Silt Strider port here. Tell me your destination, if you're— oh. Yes. He steers business my way, and I do him a little favor now and then. Poor fellow. I don't think he's happy here in Morrowind.
Where would you like to go? Go ahead. I'm listening.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Are you here to discuss your orders, Ada? Or is there something else you want? Ready for orders? Good. Go talk to Hasfat Antabolis at the Balmora Fighters Guild. Ask him what he knows about the Neriveran secret cult and the 6th House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favor first. Probably an ugly favor. But do it. Then get the information from Antabolis and report back to me. By the way, Hasfat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education. And I have a few history books in here. Help yourself. You are welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you are too ignorant to understand it. He's drill master of the Balmora Fighters Guild. He's lived in Morrowind all his life, knows the natives, and talks a lot with backcountry mercenaries. He thinks of himself as a scholar, and he's particularly interested in ruins and artifacts. House Swallow is one of the 3 Dunmer great houses on Bardenfell. They're loyal supporters of the Empire, open-minded in religious and cultural matters, and greedy and ambitious in the best imperial tradition. It's difficult to rise in their ranks as an outlander, but the great houses hold the power in Morrowind. Talk to Wallow counselors if you want to become a Wallow retainer. House Redoran is one of the 3 Dunmer great houses on Bardenfell, a very serious and honorable bunch. It's difficult for an outlander to join and rise in their ranks, but the great houses are where the power lies in Morrowind. Talk to veteran counselors if you want to become a veteran retainer. House Telvanni is one of the 3 Dunmer great houses on Vardenfell. Their nobles are thousand-year-old wizards. Telvanni are supposed to hate politics, foreigners, and just about everything else, but the Vardenfell Telvanni are apparently more ambitious and adventurous than most. I don't know much about them, but they do hire Western mercenaries, and some even rise to higher ranks. Talk to Telvanni counselors if you want to become a Telvanni retainer.
No worries. I won't hurt you. Ask your question.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Good day, Ada. So you're with Caius, eh? And Caius wants information? Of course, there's a disc for that involved. I require a favor first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know. There are ruins nearby called Armed Hand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. It's called the Dmer Puzzle Box. Bring me back the Dmer Puzzle Box, and I'll tell you what you want to know. The little cube I'm looking for is about
That was
the
the
size of a
strangest
fist,
book I've
maybe a
ever
little bigger.
read.
It will be made of a coppery metal, with a circular design and symbols on one side and some lined marks on the other sides. That's all I want, that little cube. The old Dmer ruins at Armtand are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of town past the Silk Strider port, then cross bridges east over the Ode River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Immediately on the right see a signpost for Malag March. Turn right and head uphill on an old road to cross an ancient Dmer bridge over Foyada Mamia. The entrance to Armtand is on the east side of the Foyada, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on a pipe nearby to open the doors.
Welcome, friend.
You make this so easy!
time, I had some fun!
You won't escape me that easily. You're mine.
So, have you done that little favor I asked? Perfect. Just what I was looking for. Just let me take this more puzzle box, and then I'll tell you what Caius will want to know about the 6th house. And about the Nrivaran. By the way, the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Nr key to open a specific lock. If you are interested, after you've delivered your report to Caius, come back, and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Armhand. House Dagoth is the 6th house, the lost. 6th house. In the First Age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council, and was destroyed for their treason. I can answer any questions you have, but I'll also give you some notes to give to Caius, and recommend some 6th house references he should read. The Ashlanders believe a reborn Nrivar will unite the Dunmer against the Outlander invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. Nrivar is a legendary hero and saint of the Temple, but the Temple denies the prophecy, and persecutes heretics who believe in the Nrivaran. Tell Caius that Sharnji Musgab would be a better person to ask about the native faiths and superstitions. The disappearance of the dwarves predates Imperial written records. Dunmer oral accounts record that the Dunmer were utterly destroyed by the gods for profane practices and impiety. Dwarven ruins are scattered across Tamriel, and weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dunmer design are often found, but the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the dwarves remains one of Tamriel's greatest mysteries. The Dunmer are the fabled lost dwarven race whose ruins and splendid artifacts are scattered across Tamriel. Elves use the term Dunmer, connoting variously deep delving, profound, and close counsel. Imperial usage is Dwarven, derived in fable from the affectionate regard of the giant races for they are little. Dunmer friends. There are several Dunmer sites on Vardenfell, and many have found Dunmer artifacts. Weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dunmer design are often found in Dunmer ruins. They are prized by historians and antiquarians, and very valuable. The Emperor, however, has declared all newly discovered Dunmer artifacts to be possessions of the Crown, and forbids their trade or sale. Now smuggling Dunmer artifacts is treason, but smugglers will still risk execution for such a profitable crime. There are many Dunmer sites on Vardenfell, but the two largest are Mzoleft and Mzoleftingth. Mzoleft is in the Sheogarad region, is cursed and dangerous, and access is forbidden. Mzoleftingth is occupied by an expedition of the Imperial Archaeological Commission, and is not open to visitors. Foyda means fire river in the native Ashlander language. The deep, ash-dark ravines which run down from the Red Mountain volcano are called Foyda. The lava from Red Mountain is very fluid, and it runs almost like water, and during an eruption, fire rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have good footing, are clear of brush, and run long distances, the natives use them like roads. House Dagoth was the 6th of the 7 Dunmer great houses. Nothing remains of the 6th house. Its members were all slain or adopted into other great houses following their treason in the War of the First Council. Their clanstead was called Kogarun. I gave you the notes. Give them to Caius. The Ashlanders believe a reborn Nrivar will unite the Dunmer against the Outlander invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. Nrivar is a legendary hero and saint of the Temple, but the Temple denies the prophecy, and persecutes heretics who believe in the Nrivaran. Tell Caius that Sharn must go. Here's a list of cheap books. All of them will tell you something about the 6th house and how it ended. The War of the First Council, Saint Narivar, Narivar Moon and Star, and The Real Narivar. Try the bookseller Dorisa Darvel over in the commercial district. She'll have at least some of these titles. House Dagoth was the 6th of the 7 Dunmer Great Houses. Nothing remains of the 6th house. Its member, the Ashlanders, believe.
The following are notes prepared by Hasfat Antabolis for Caius Cosadas. 6th House. House Dagoth is an extinct great house. In the wake of the ancient Battle of Red Mountain, its leadership was revealed to have plotted treason, and was discredited. Many of House Dagoth died defending the house. Those survivors who were faithful to the Great Council were redistributed among the other houses. The temple says the ancient, legendary evil beings that dwell beneath Red Mountain in the Dagothor region are the original leaders of this extinct house, sustained by some powerful, evil sorceries. Other references. These books include references to the 6th house and its destruction. The bookseller Dorisa Darvel over in the commercial district might have copies. The War of the First Council. Saint Narivar. Narivar Moon and Star. The Real Narivar.
A pleasure to meet you.
Are you here to discuss your orders, Ada? Or is there something else you want? These notes are from Hasfat Antabolis. Excellent. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look them over in more detail later, but now, I have some new orders for you. He's drill master of the Balmora Fighters Guild. He's lived in Morrowind all his life, knows the natives, and...
Antabolis Informant. The Spymaster has sent me to talk to Hasfat Antabolis at the Balmora Fighters Guild. I'm to ask him what he knows about the Narivaran secret cult and the 6th house secret cult, and return to report to the Spymaster. First I'll have to do some favor for Antabolis, then he'll give me the information that the Spymaster wants. I need to do a favor for Hasfat Antabolis before he'll tell me what I need to know. I'm to go to a Dwemer ruin nearby called Arnthand. I'm supposed to find a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. He called it a Dwemer puzzle box. When I bring the cube back to Antabolis, he'll tell me what I need to know. I found the Dwemer puzzle box Hasfat Antabolis told me to find. Now I'll take it to him, and in return, he'll tell me what I need to know about the Narivaran secret cult and the 6th house secret cult. I gave Hasfat Antabolis the Dwemer puzzle box, and now he says he'll tell me what I need to know about the Narivaran secret cult and the 6th house secret cult. He also said the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. When I've delivered my report to Caius, he said come back, and maybe he'll have a key I can take back to Arnthand. Hasfat Antabolis gave me notes on the 6th house to deliver to Caius Cosadas. I gave Caius Cosadas the notes from Hasfat Antabolis, and Caius seemed well enough pleased with them. However, now he has something else for me to do.